Hi, and welcome to Into the Blue Channeling with myself, Sarah Evans. Whether you're here for the first time, welcome. Whether you're returning, welcome back. I am an Akashic Records reader, channeler, intuitive, all around bright light. And I channel messages from the multidimensional multiverse of all that is, the multidimensional realms, I'm being told. So yeah, no biggie. In today's episode, we're going to be speaking to the Pleiadian Group of 9 and hearing from them. We're also going to be inviting in Brigid, who is a Celtic goddess. And then we're also going to answer some audience questions and answers. And thank you very much for people that sent well wishes. I wasn't able to record a session last week, so this episode is just going to be extra long and luxurious. So before we get started, let me just talk briefly about my relationship with Brigid. And it's actually interesting because yesterday was actually the 1st of February, St. Brigid's Day, Imbolc. And so it makes total sense to me, having just done the rituals from last night, lighting candles, inviting in the start of spring and all this fun stuff. It makes complete sense to me that to be speaking to her today, speaking to her again today, I might add. But she's actually somebody that I already work with a lot, and there's a reason for this, and the reason is so I do in-person Reiki healings here in Sheffield, UK, and I am so honored and privileged that the location that I do in-person Reiki healings is actually the Sheffield Goddess Temple. So the Sheffield Goddess Temple is an extension of the Glastonbury Goddess Temple, and it is a basically multi-faith space, all for the goddess, and celebrating the goddess in every one of us. And it's such a beautiful, sacred and important location to be doing my healing work, and I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad to be there. In the Sheffield Goddess Temple, apart from being, there's a gift of a beautiful tree branch which they decorate every season, so it changes every season. The tree branch is actually gifted from Glastonbury, which is obviously the green heart, the heart chakra centre of the UK, and in fact the whole globe is the heart chakra location, right? And so there's a lovely tree branch that's there from this sacred space. And then their altar, above their altar, is a beautiful artwork of, you guessed it, Brigid. And so every day that I'm in that space doing my healing work, whether it's Reiki, in-person Reiki healings, or I also offer my Akashic Records readings there. So every time I'm there, I light candles at the altar with Brigid, and so I call in for her and all goddess assistants. I would actually say that for that particular space, the most active goddess is actually Hecate. And Hecate comes in and gives a lot of wisdom when I'm doing sessions there. But I do, as I'm doing Reiki healings, I do look up at the beautiful altar and look at the image of Brigid. And so yeah, so that's my backstory of how this particular Celtic goddess is really relevant to my everyday life. And well, let's hear from the Pleiadian Group of 9 first and see what they've got to say in this moment. Which is also saying that, yes, it was her day yesterday, but she wants to say that all days henceforth are in honor of her. And so if you're coming to this when it goes live, that's fine too. It's still in the energy of the very first buds towards spring if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. So she just wanted to come in and say that. Okay, so let's get started. One other thing as well, before I launch into it, is as I was opening my Akashic records today, so I channel via the Akasha, and as I was making the Akashic records today, I was prompted to actually open the joint records of me and the Pleiadian Group of 9. So I'm actually in the joint records of our relationship. So I don't know, it might be a little bit different, but I was invited to do that today, so I'm doing it. So let's get started, shall we? Can I speak to the Pleiadian Group of 9, please? I say greetings and welcome back. They're saying it's an honour and a privilege to speak with you today and to be doing this work on behalf of uplifting the human collective at this time. We've spoken many times about the importance of this moment, and this moment is really at the tippy top, they're saying, of the importance spectrum. And they invite in a sense of newness. Notice what's around you that feels new, or that you're perceiving the world in new, vibrant, vivid ways. You will be experiencing new spectrums of emotion. You'll be having an emotion which feels new to you, that feels, you step back and think, oh, this is a different frequency. And there's a reason for that, because we are bedding in and birthing the new earth. And many of you are reaching, attaining the 5-dimensional consciousness level. And with this, there's so many things that will be opening up to you. If you already acknowledge your psychic skills and abilities, notice how they are blossoming at this time, how they are getting stronger, more vivid. If this is a new experience to you, again, embrace the newness. Be open to what you perceive and do not be frightened by it. Rather, approach it with childlike curiosity and excitement, for it is exciting. This February 2026 brings so much in terms of newness, birth, planting new seeds, and the seeds that you've already planted, starting to see green shoots. This is literal and metaphorical, you say. And the Pleiadians are also saying that they wish to talk to you about synergy. What does synergy mean? It can simply be described as the result of something that's greater than the simple sum of its individual parts. The frequency of synergy supports and accepts the not so obvious, the not seen before, the new ways of doing things, working, the new ways of thinking, the new ways of being. So they really wish to tell you to embrace the unfamiliar, embrace the new starts, and notice all the synergies in your life and the ways in which you feel a part of something much greater than just yourself. In this earth experience, up to this point, we have felt a great deal of a sense of being individuals. In the 3D physicality, we feel like we have our own separate bodies and that we are our individual separate self. Instead, we want you to think of yourself as part of a much larger whole. We are all connected. We are all connected across every dimension, across every world, across every frequency, across every timeline. We are all deeply connected to one another. And this sense of feeling part of a community, part of a greater whole, is going to rapidly increase for you this year. We are all a part of Source. We are all made from Source energy. We are all God and God-like. We are all creators and co-creators. Take a moment to examine your belief system around Source energy and how you are made of Source energy, and so is the chair that you're sitting upon. So is the device you're listening to this by. So is the bird outside your window chirping. So is the water in your glass and the glass that the water is holding. So are we, the Pleiadians. We are all made of the same Source energy. So is Brigid, also made from Source energy. Do you see where we're going with this? Take a moment to allow for everything in your reality, in your universe, in your known universe, and in your unknown universes and multiverses. We're all made of the same, of Source energy. Just take a moment to just feel that emotion. Maybe you're feeling a new emotion as we're saying this to you. Great. As you're feeling that sense and feeling that emotion, you're having that synergy, consciousness. You're syncing up, synergizing. Great. It's time to embrace the new and the unfamiliar. This is a very exciting time, and we wish for you to feel that vibration of excitement. Yes, there is a lot of noise and a lot of commotion of things. But stay focused, stay awake, stay woke, if you like. Observe the unfamiliar, engage with it. There's so much coming online for you now. And as we enjoy this synergy moment and we enjoy the sense of newness and fresh starts, multiple planets moving into Aries, the first sign in the zodiac, and also we're about to have a lunar new year. Fresh starts, new starts. newness. What you wish for in your life. What fresh start, what new chapter would you like to begin? We want to tell you now that you can do that. You're co-creating your reality. Create a simple I am statement in the present tense that brings in what you wish to be true now, and saying it in an I am sentence like it already is, whatever that might be. I am a great sleeper. Whatever works for you. I have a clear channel of claircognizance abilities. I am experiencing the highest possible emotions available on earth. Whatever you wish to use, you can just create that I am sentence. Maybe put it on one of your post-it notes or in your notes on your mobile phone. Just visit that I am sentence and say it to yourself frequently. You can easily co-create now. And we want you to know all about this for your highest good. At the same time, stay on task. Don't get distracted. Current affairs and news will be so distracting soon. Don't engage. Don't listen to it. We want to remind you that the owners of the news, the owners of the so-called media, the owners, people in control of social media too, they do not have your best interests at heart, and they are not reporting the truth. So do not engage. Do not engage with any of that. Instead, seek out your own truth. What is true in your own community, in your own world, in your own household? Focus on this and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know how long that was, but it felt like it was a very long time. Okay, so we're going to invite in Brigid and see what she has to say as well now. She's been standing here patiently waiting with her flame. I can describe how I see her. Obviously, people see her differently. She has very red hair. It's such a vivid red that it doesn't seem natural. She says, but it is. And some people see her hair as flaming, as literally on fire. Personally, I do not. I see her holding flames, again, coming out of her hands. And she's wearing a long gown. She's actually brought some poetry books. Okay. Okay, so Brigid, please come in and share with the group what you've come to say. And thank you for being here. She says, hello, my name is Brigid. Thank you for honouring me if you did so on my day, at the start of February, or any time you choose to honour me, whether it's lighting a candle in remembrance of my energy, starting a fire, even turning on your burner on your stove. It's all moments where you can honour me. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for every time you invoke me and call me in, because I'm here for you and I wish to assist you. I came here barefoot. I want to invite you to get barefoot and feel the ground underneath your feet. Of course, some of you may have snow right now, so this might not be completely possible, but for those listening that can step outside, whether it's into your garden or backyard, or taking your shoes and socks off and standing on some grass in a park or outside of the city somewhere, I encourage you to do so. And when you do so, feel the sensation of the ground. Know that Mother Earth is always here for you. We want you to experience that grounding. This is a turbulent time, but with your grounding and de-stress habits at play, you can traverse this with ease. And it starts with just connecting in with the environment that you're in, with the location that you're in, feeling the grass between your toes, feeling the cold, feeling the wet, maybe feeling sand if you are near a beach, but feeling that sense of the ground seeping in all around your foot, all around your toes, into the spaces between your toes, and just allow it to just feel that earth, feel that naturalness seeping in. Okay, so that's my first piece of guidance for you today. Maybe not what you entirely expected, but I'm here to help the collective with where you find yourselves currently. I am a goddess of many things, of the fire, of the internal flame, also of poetry and the flame of inspiration. So let's get inspired. And for those of you listening that might be feeling maybe they're not most inspired right now, or maybe a little stuck, let's get your creative juices flowing for you now. Let's do a short practice to connect with your inner flame, your inner inspiration, whatever that might be. So imagine you're with me now. Imagine you're in a grassy place. Maybe it is the Emerald Isle of Ireland. Imagine you're near some stone walls protecting you. And maybe you're in a field of grass with some sheep. It's time to have a little inspiration. You can ask me for inspiration, ask me for help. So I'm walking around your field now with my flame that I am carrying, and I'm lighting the grass around you in a circle, a ring of fire, if you will. So you are surrounded by energetic flame. And as we connect with the fire element, the flame, feel your frequency lift and feel your crown on top of your head feeling warmer and warmer. You may also feel flame in the crown of your head or a great brightness. Just allow that spark to grow. Let it get brighter, more vivid. Feel the tingling, the stimulation, the pressure. Feel the heat of this fire. And allow the head, the crown chakra to open and open, opening up to messages from your higher self and from your spirit team and from the ethers. Feeling the crown opening and allowing your sense of reception, receptivity to also open and allow, opening and allowing. Your vision clears, the flame burns away any concerns you have, any procrastination, any blocks, it's burning it away. And instead you are receptive to the inner creativity, the inner inspiration. And we invite in this moment for your higher self to give you an image, a transmission of something inspiring about your future self in the new earth now. Receive the transmission with thanks. Just let it resonate with you. And any time in future that you wish to activate your inner flame of inspiration, call me in. I will set your crown alight and it can transmit exactly what is needed for your highest good at this time. That's the end of this exercise today. I hope that you found it to be useful to you. I'm also happy to come through and speak with any of you if you wish. Many of you have already done so. I'm here as we visualize and birth this new reality on planet Earth. I am here to help you find that inspiration, to inspire you for now and evermore. Thank you so much for listening. Okay. Okay, it's Sarah again. I'm back. I felt like she really kind of was quite in me then. Okay. We're going to move forward with some audience questions. I'm aware that this has already been fairly long, so maybe we'll just do a couple of questions. Hang fire a second and then we could look at it. It's funny how I said hang fire. Okay. Okay. So questions for the Pleiadian Group of 9 from the audience. Got some great ones. Okay. So someone's actually asked a few questions here on a similar topic. So as the solar frequencies increase this year, many are feeling a burnout of the old self. How can we distinguish between physical exhaustion and the high vibrational integration of the inner sun? So how can we differentiate between what's activating and what's actually physical exhaustion? The Pleiadians say yes. There's a lot of people experiencing a sense of fatigue and different ascension symptoms. Also a sense of feeling very lightheaded and almost like a sensation that what they're experiencing is not real or doesn't seem real. So they're acknowledging that this is absolutely happening. In fact, they acknowledge that what I've been suffering with myself for the last couple of weeks are basically ascension symptoms as my chakra system and light body are activating and growing stronger. The Pleiadians are saying that there are frequency shifts at play, and there absolutely are many, many solar flares, X flares. There's a lot coming at you from all sides. And this feels fatiguing and tiring. They say it's not actually too useful to debate, oh, is it because of the solar flare? Is it because of this? At the end of the day, how you feel in your physical body, in your emotional body, in your mental body, however you're feeling, it is a real and valid experience for you. And it doesn't actually matter exactly where it's from, because the remedy, they're saying, is the same. And the remedy is that if you feel exhausted, if you're feeling drained, if you're feeling extra tired, the remedy is to listen, acknowledge that, and take the time to rest. Rest is so important right now, and supporting yourself through this huge time is really important. Drink lots of water, get lots of rest. Try and sleep well at night, although they're acknowledging that a lot of people, particularly very intuitive people, are struggling to sleep well, or getting frequently awoken. Eat well as well. Eat nutritionally dense foods, and eat foods where the energetic value is also lifted as well, such as local, organic foods, the highest quality that your budget can afford. It's important. Know that if you're having these ascension symptoms, traditional medicines, Western medicines, will not really have much effect. If your headache is ascension symptoms and your third eye upgrading, it will not benefit from traditional over-the-counter pain relief. They say you can instead seek energy healing, such as through Reiki or acupuncture, acupressure, Tai Chi, yoga. All these will help you more than medicines of the traditional sense, in the Western community at least. Okay, thank you. Let's take one more question. Someone's asked, is our DNA currently changing? And if so, how can we support that process? Okay. Is our DNA currently changing? And how can we support that process? The planes are saying yes. Actually, your DNA has already changed. And there isn't too much that you can do to support the process. You could do a meditation that brings conscious awareness through the physical and energetic bodies. Bringing conscious awareness does change the frequency. But no, there's not too much that really can be done for this. Okay. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope you've enjoyed the session. Thank you so much for the Pleiadian Group of 9 and also Brigid for coming through to speak with us today. And speak to you next time. Bye. Thank you for listening to Into the Blue channeling. Please do like and subscribe to receive about our upcoming episodes. See you next time.